Hello, welcome back to another video on my channel. Hope everyone's doing good. Hope everyone is doing well, inshallah, as Ismael Bennacer signs a brand new contract extension at AC Milan, keeping him there until the summer of 2027. So another 4.5 years contractually of Ismael Bennacer at AC Milan. We're going to be talking about that very, very soon. I know you guys want me to mention the fact that Morocco have officially withdrawn from the CHAN. I'm not going to speak about it too much because we made a video previously exploring the situation, but it's a shame. I will say it's a shame. I will say I feel sorry for the local Morocco players that can't go to the tournament now because they're probably good players. They probably would have gone quite far. I predicted Morocco to get to the final, despite the youth team going. And it's a shame they're being used in some sort of political chess pieces, you know. It's not really anything to do with the football this time around. It's to do with politics and the borders being closed and Western Sahara, free Western Sahara, which is a shame. I don't like it when the sport mixes with the politics. What I will say is Fawzi Lekja is not a silly man. He does everything for a reason. Don't think for 1 second that the Moroccans are not trying to make Algeria look like bad potential hosts of AFCON 2025, trying to showcase that Algeria shouldn't host an AFCON because their hospitality and their betrayal of providing direct flights, trying to make Algeria look like bad hosts just a month before the AFCON bidding process. Don't think it's a coincidence, especially when you factor in that Morocco are directly going against Algeria for that AFCON 25 bid. So I think that most certainly has something to do with it. It's a shame, but hopefully it's a good tournament. Of course, that group that had 4 teams will only have 3 teams in it now, but we shall see how that one unfolds. So inshallah, a cracking CHAN, which we're going to be covering on this channel. You do make Algeria strong favourites now for that competition. I think if you're Sudan, you're very happy that Morocco are not in that group anymore. I think Sudan got a real chance of winning their group. So Ismael Bennacer, 2027 now. In 18 months, in I think the summer of 2024, a release clause will come into effect, and it's only £44 million. It's about 50 million euros release clause from June 2024. So even though Bennacer has extended, it's only going to take 44 mil to get him out of Milan into another big club. Now remember, AC Milan is a big club. I know it might not seem it recently. They are still in the UEFA Champions League. They're in knockout stages. They won Serie A last season, but I know people are saying it's not a Real Madrid, a Barcelona, a Man City, a Liverpool, but trust me, AC Milan's a massive club. It's huge. Growing up, used to be in the Champions League finals or the latter stages all of the time. Dominated Italian football for a number of years. Have one of the most successful amount of titles in the UEFA Champions League and the European Cup. So trust me, AC Milan's a very good club. And they're going places. They're trying to win the league again, of course, the Scudetto, and of course trying to go far in the UEFA Champions League, getting to the last 16 the first time in God knows how long. Feels like a decade since Milan went that far. He's doing well in there. Of course, Franck Kessié left for Barcelona, his ex-midfield partner. He's having trouble getting to that Barcelona side. He wants to leave Barcelona after 6 months, so be careful what you wish for. If Bennacer does leave, he doesn't really want to rot on the bench anywhere. If he goes to Liverpool, they do need a centre mid, but I reckon Liverpool might get Jude Bellingham. I think Man City might end up getting Declan Rice. Chelsea might get Enzo Fernandez. So where does that leave Bennacer in the Premier League? Would he go back to Arsenal? Would he go back to Arsenal? Is that the fairy tale? Or the Algerians in Finsbury Park in North London to watch Bennacer play back at the Emirates, where he was signed by Arsene Wenger as a youngster from Oilers Avignon? Or does he go to Real Madrid? Does he go to Barcelona? I don't think Barcelona is the place to be at all at the moment. Huge financial difficulties. Players chopping and changing all the time. Real Madrid would be very good. A lot of Algerians do support Real Madrid. But what do you think of this, guys? I know a lot of people wanted Bennacer to get a big move, particularly to Liverpool. I think Milan have said, look, this will put your price up. We get to keep you for at least another 18 months before that release clause activates. So if you want Bennacer before June 24, you're going to have to bid 60, 70, 80 million pounds. And by then, Bennacer will be probably the captain of Algeria, so his price will go up even further. And he might even have another Africa Cup of Nations title under his belt. But of course, by June 24, if Bennacer does express, actually, I want to go and try something new now. If Juventus or Napoli are in to dominate Serie A and he wants to go to the Premier League or La Liga or Bayern or PSG, I don't think he can go to Paris. Look, he will say, well, look, there's a release clause in your contract. If anyone wants to take you, they've just got to pay it, mate. You might have 2, 3 clubs paying for Bennacer. I think Arsenal, they should have got him earlier when they had the first dibs buyback clause. They could have matched anyone's bid. They chose not to exercise that. I think Bennacer's Algeria's best player. I think he's better than Mahrez right now. I think he's more important than Riyad Mahrez. I think the team's got to be built around him. And that is why you get players at young ages before they can play for France or for England or for Spain. Because trust me, Bennacer would get into that French midfield right now. But alhamdulillah, he's ours. He's a Fennec. He's a Desert Fox. So, Bennacer 2027. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments down below. Are you happy with it? You want to see him in Serie A play against the likes of Genoa and Empoli? Or do you want to see him go to a bigger club? But that's a good bumper contract with Bennacer signing till 2027. So thanks so much for watching. Subscribe for more. Inshallah, back tomorrow with the first game of Chan, Algeria, Libya. We'll be back after the game. And yeah, drop a like. I'll see you next time.